What's going on, Soul Fam, and welcome to Mira D Tarot. I'm Mira D here today with your December tarot reading. I want to firstly start out by saying thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's taken the time to view my videos. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. So this month we have quite a bit going on up in the stars. It's going to be a really intense month, but not in the same way as November. In November, we were doing a lot of clearing out, a lot of healing, a lot of digging up old shadows. This is done for us now. So now that this is done, we figured out where the cracks in our foundation are. We've been able to start working on patching those cracks up. We've really been able to step into our truest power now that those things are let go of, healed, and implemented into ourselves, now that we've connected in our souls. So this month, we have, even though it's Sagittarius season, happy birthday to all of my Sagittarians out there. Even though it's Sagittarius season and Jupiter rules Sagittarius, we have 5 planets in Capricorn, y'all. 5. So there's a very heavy Capricorn influence over this next month, and then some, because some of the planets will stay there for a while. But yes, so Capricorn is a sign of diplomacy. That's a sign of bringing things into the physical reality. Capricorn is the daddy of the physical signs, of the earth signs. So this is really about taking control of our lives, really about putting our purpose into the world, and really about standing on our strong foundations in our own power and really being certain about these things. What we're bringing into the world with this Capricorn energy influencing the Sagittarian, the time for fun and games is over. All the time that we took to try to figure out, whether we should do this thing or that thing and putting all the little steps together, that time is over. Now it's time to go head first into bring in our true purpose into the world. Now, the thing that's different about this event than has been ever before is that now what we're doing and what we're bringing into the world is what our purpose is. We're living our purpose, our truest, highest, from the soul, from the heart, what we were brought here to do, purpose. So what we're bringing into this world isn't going to be something that's really small. This is going to span not over just our lifetimes. It's going to also influence others beyond our lifetime. So this is a really, really powerful month, and it's going to go fast. It's going to go quickly. We've got a couple of other things coming up too. We've got a solar eclipse coming up on the 25th and 26th, also in Capricorn. So this really opens the doors. This really opens the gates to so many unexpected opportunities for growth. So many unexpected opportunities to be able to create and to bring into the world what we're truly meant to be. Life has no more time to wait, especially with 2020, the year of clear vision coming up. There is no more time to waste, no more time to wait. We're going to leave this year in 2019 with a clear mind, a clear heart, and a clear vision of where we're going, what we're supposed to be doing, and who we are. We also have Mercury and Uranus going direct this month as well. So this really opens up the windows and the doors of communication for us to be able to put our voice out into the world, to be able to speak our truth, to be able to ask for what we need. So this is a very, very healing month. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot reading for you all. All right, everyone. So today we're back with our magical tools. I've got quite a few things here. We've got the Native Healing Oracle deck. We've got the Thoth deck, the Mother Peace Tarot deck. We've got the Shaman Burke deck, which I'll be reading with today. A couple of magical tools, some Florida water. And check out my friend Emmy Embers for your beautiful, beautiful pyramids, organite pyramids, vintage clothing, and other magical spiritual tools, including the earrings that I have on today at www.emmyember.com. I'll leave the link down below if you'd like to check her out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up these cards today. So, we have such a great month coming up. I'm really excited for everybody. I've been feeling the energy. I can see the people around me have been feeling the energy. I'm going to go ahead with this usual bootleg shuffle here, as I only have one hand. All right, so this feels right. Okay, so we're gonna go with this week by week and then a guiding overview of the general energy here. So the general energy here is the Justice card. This is bringing things, really bringing in the logic and really using that logic to be able to propel yourself forward. Before was the time for, emotional balance and figuring out things, on a level of what we feel like we should be doing, on a level of how we can take action, like being led to the right places. But right now, during the month of December, justice is our card, and this means to use the balance of logic. We can still stay open to our intuition and be led to the right places, but this is really a time to buckle down and start to use logic, as we are dealing with the physical realm and the physical realm this month. And the physical realm has a lot to do with using our mental capacity to build things here in this world. So during the first week here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so in this first week here, it is time, y'all. This is, again, like I said earlier, we don't have any more time to wait. So with the Wheel of Fortune, things are trying to change for us. Things are on the upward swing. Things are moving. So we really need to figure out, especially with the Ten of Wands coming up here, what we need to let go to be able to make this journey easier. As you can see, old dude is just sitting there carrying these things. He doesn't really necessarily have to carry them like that. He's not being forced to, but he's comfortable. This is the only way that he knows how. He hasn't thought outside the box. So this is time for us to think outside of the box. This is time for us to, again, continue to let go of those things that are holding us back. We also see the Eight of Pentacles popping up this first week, as it did in the last reading in the last week. So this is really buckling down and learning new skills, really figuring out where we need to go next, what you need to do. Yeah, we don't all have the skills right now. We may not be good at things, but that's not an excuse anymore. The excuse is, how can I be good at things? I mean, not the excuse. The solution is, how can I be good at things? What skills can I build to be able to create the world that I'm trying to build? This is no longer a time for excuses. And the last warning here with the Seven of Swords coming up too is to really be careful where you're distributing your energy to. Instead of posting on, instead of posting on Facebook, like, oh, this is what I'm going to do with my life, and never actually bringing that into solid reality, or talking to friends who aren't encouraging or aren't inspiring or aren't moving in the same direction as you are. Those things can be handicapping for us. Those things can really hold us back. So we need to make sure that we're placing this energy into the proper place, which is when we get these feelings to be able to create. We usually get these feelings because that energy needs to be placed in the proper place to be able to grow and to expand. So make sure you're keeping your plans to yourself, unless you're sharing them with somebody who is actually helping you grow. And are you putting them into something that's actually helping you grow? So that's what we have for week one. Week two, my word, look at that. Oh, we letting some things go. We see lots of fire in this reading, y'all. Like, lots of fire. And here so far. So with the Sun coming up, the second week, get ready, because the Sun is the happiest card in the entire major arcana. And this is where you finally get to really see. And this is going to come to you in many ways, through dreams, through hearing these things through other people, through songs. So pay attention to your synchronicities, because the Sun is all about, oh my God, we finally made it. This dark period is done. It's over. It is time for us to really live to our full potential. The Sun is about shining light into all the dark places, really bringing light to all the shadows. And with the Five of Cups here, we see a lot of letting go. Like, yeah, you did have to let go of some things that were close to your heart to be able to make this move. However, as you can see here, this dude still has two cups hanging out right behind him. He hasn't really lost everything, but he will lose everything if he keeps focusing on that which has had to be let go, and doesn't nourish the things that he has and pay attention to the things that he has right here still waiting on him. So we've got that, and I see we've got a lot of tens coming up. So this is the completion of a cycle. Congratulations, everybody. We're moving forward. So with the Ten of Cups here, it is finally building that foundation of what does really satisfy you, being able to find happiness in every aspect of your life. This includes happiness in home, happiness in relationships, happiness in the self. This is really a strong foundation that you've built in really being true to who you are and really allowing that to flow. We see also with the Page of Wands, new inspiration coming up with action and activity. You no longer have to, it's no longer a struggle to get up and do the things that you're supposed to be doing or that you're meant to be doing. You are just, the energy is just there, y'all. Especially with the Sun in this space, like, you're happy to get up every day and do the thing that you're supposed to be doing and do the thing that you're passionate about. So this here with this Five of Cups, that passes very quickly. So don't let that hold you back. Ask yourself, is holding on to that old thing worth you not living up to your fullest potential, your truest happiness. Is it worth it? So that's all up to you, again, to decide. Here we see in the week 3, we see moving away from difficult times. We do see some small battles and things like that. And then we also see the Hierophant. So what I see here is that when we are searching for higher meaning and we are looking for our highest selves, the people around us that aren't moving in that same direction, which is why we let them go here, the people that aren't moving in our same direction can tend to be negative. They can tend to be doubtful, and they can tend to place their own fears on you because they don't believe that they can do it. So then they obviously don't believe that other people can do it either. They can only see through their limited perspective, and it's not personal. It's just that, and they're not being haters, and it's not personal. It's scary for people when you change, because then they have to change as well. They have to move into a reality where you're a different person, or a reality where you don't exist anymore, because your vibrations no longer align. So the warning here is to just make sure that you're paying attention to these things and not ignoring them, as they do need to be addressed. The Two of Swords has the tendency to really like try to push things on the back burner and not really pay up, like, try to just wait for things to pass. But that's not the time now. Address these battles and look at them as a reflection in yourself as to how you need to grow and where there still is change that needs to be made in you. For example, if you do have somebody like, that's being negative toward your growth and toward your situation, how does this make you feel? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to how it makes you feel, and also pay attention to let's see, how do I put this? Also pay attention to like that feeling as a place of like, where you still might have a couple of little weak spots, because it takes, again, life is just this constant journey of growing, and there's no life is a constant journey of growing, so we're always going to get cards about growth and continuing to heal and patch up our path. Here in our 4th week, wow, okay, so here in our 4th week, we see perseverance. So we see a lot of perseverance. We see that the first steps to moving into what we are trying to build has been built. We see that. We see the Two of Wands. So with the 9, it's like really kind of fighting towards something. So ask yourself the thing that you're fighting toward. And because here we have battles and things like that, but it really points toward to asking, like, if the thing that you're fighting for, if you're going about this in the right way. But we do see a lot of perseverance, which is a great quality to have, especially during this month. It's a very Capricornic energy. We see that we've taken the first steps. We've got 2 twos here. So right now in the 4th week is now that we've made all these moves, is bringing things back into balance, as goes with everything. We're persevering. We're like really pushing forward. We're really being persistent about what we want and what we're bringing into this life. We can see that we've made the steps, and we can't quite see how far we're going to go with it. Things feel a little bit stressful because it is something new, and you're trying to figure out how to bring these things back into balance in the physical world. And so the 7 of Pentacles comes down to letting us know that, well, we have to maybe revise our plan and look at how we can change that plan to be able to fit where we are now. Because again, like with life, things don't always go according to plan. Things go according to, things don't always go according to our exact plan. So we have to constantly revise our plan and see what we can do to make things better. It's important to not get attached to one specific plan, to one specific way of doing things. Your outcome can be what it is, but the way of doing things is changeable. So really look forward to that energy in the 4th week here. All right, so we're going to go ahead with our native healing deck. I'm really happy with all of these 10s here. It really shows the completion of a cycle and lots of balance coming in with all the 2s. We've got 3 out of the 4 2s here and 2 out of the 4 10s. So this is a really big energy of balancing and a really big energy of completing cycles and phases. So now we're going to go ahead with our native healing card for the day. And our native healing is the White Buffalo. So White Buffalo is this one here, and it is card number 25. All right. White Buffalo. Gentle wisdom, peaceful resolution, and easy gain. The peaceful energy of the White Buffalo stands with you. Buffalo are a great provider. Buffalo, the great provider, offers sustenance to one and all. White Buffalo signifies a time of peace. It is a time to embrace natural ways and learn from the wisdom contained within the Earth's ecosystem. It is a time of unity, healing, and restoration, knowing that
one and all will be provided for you. You do not need to struggle to survive. The buffalo is an incredible animal with a power that is inherently known, not through exertion. It is the bringer of great truths and converts knowledge into wisdom. This mandala brings the message that you are the great provider in your life and heralds abundance and fruition for those who choose to walk the path of peace. Remember that peace begins within the self. As the great energy of manifestation and abundance is with you, carefully choose how you wish to create your world. With this energy at your side, wanting and yearning give way to a much lighter energy. Feel your desired outcome and thus create it. Balance is the principle with this mandala, as the peace pipe is balanced in its center. Simplify your world and let the peaceful energy of the white buffalo bring balance and harmony for one and all. This oracle also represents a powerful yes to those seeking guidance of the heart. Follow your heart now, as this mandala speaks of a time of plenty.
All right, soul fam, so there you have it. December is about to be a lit month. It's about to be crazy. There's no more there's no more jokes, no more games. It's really time for us to truly step into our purpose. And the thing is that once we may be afraid right now, but the thing is that once we step into the face of fear and we see what's on the other side of that fear, we're going to be so grateful to ourselves for being courageous enough to step into that, for being courageous enough to step into the unknown. Your future self is already standing there thanking you so much for taking that step into something that, you know, right now you're uncomfortable with. But yes, so thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Like, subscribe, and I will be going live with my website, MajorsOverall.com, here on December 20th. And I'll be offering lots and lots of discounts for the new year, and also just for the grand release of the channel on personal readings and on other services as well. So I just, as a big thank you to all of you all, like I want to offer, you know, some sweet deals on being able to see what's coming up for you in 2020. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have an amazing December. Can't wait to see what everybody creates this month in their truest power. And I will see y'all next time.